I'm Marianne Matthews, Chief Editor of Imaging Economics, and this is a Quality Matters Report from AHRA. I'm here today talking with Todd Minnigh of Carestream about a subject of great interest here at the conference, radiation dose monitoring. Thanks for joining me today.
Sure, thank you.
So Todd, what are U.S. providers doing currently to track and report radiation dose?
What we see with most U.S. providers, today they're buying a DAP whenever they buy a new piece of X-ray equipment. A DAP is called a dose area product meter. It's a small device that goes on the collimator of an X-ray machine, and it captures measurements on how much X-ray dose is produced by that machine.
What do you find, are providers talking about the challenges connected with this whole need to track dose?
So they find a lot of challenges. One of the things is actually keeping track of the data itself. So when they put the DAP on the machine, they find that they've got new data. They want to keep track of it by patient. They want to keep track of it by study, by exam, and by piece of equipment. We're finding that this is more common now in the U.S. It started in Europe about 5 years ago. The DAP became a standard thing. So whenever somebody bought a piece of equipment in Europe, they had to have a DAP on it. And now, over the last 18 months, this has come to the United States. It's become very common.
Now, speaking of Europe, I understand your job takes you around the globe. What have you learned about the methods that other countries are using to track and report dose, and can we learn anything from those?
So a lot of countries use different tools to track and report dose, and also radiation protection is very important. So for example, in Germany, they would be very hesitant to do a portable X-ray in an open space, just because they don't want to get scattered radiation on patients in adjacent beds. Now, I'm not an expert on how radiation is managed all over the world, but these are some of the things that I've seen. When it comes to managing the dose and keeping track of how dose is used in the hospital, the manufacturers have come up with different solutions. For example, Carestream has a tool called Administrative Reports. Administrative Reports is a web crawler and a spreadsheet. So the quality manager has on their desktop a tool. They say, give me all the data, and it goes out to each individual device. So each CR and each DR gathers up the dose information, the usage information, the repeat information by technologist, creates one logical spreadsheet to help that manager manage. And they can see, for example, if a technologist has been using a certain amount of dose, are they within the guidelines that have been set by the institution, or do they have management?
That sounds like a very valuable tool.
It's been very popular.
Any final advice for providers on what they need to be doing now, perhaps before federal legislation?
So I think it's very advantageous to look forward to where they think the federal legislation is going to go. Do they think that these things are going to become more strict? General opinions are that they will become more strict. Management is really the emphasis. So as folks look at that, do I need to have a DAP on that new piece of equipment, a dose area product meter? Do I need to have software in order to keep track of these things? How am I managing this? What kind of records will I need to have in the future? That's the things that I would have folks look at and consider what will their needs be, not today, but 3 years, 5 years from now.
Good advice from Todd Minnigh.